introduction.
Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is three 3-minute rounds of Muay Thai, contested at 140 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, training out of Cross Point Kichichoji, with a fight record of 43 wins and 9 losses, an 83% win rate, representing Japan, Yota Shigemori. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, training out of Team Reza Guderi, with a fight record of 14 wins and 3 losses, an 82% win rate, representing Turkey, the King, Koyuncu.
Okay guys, you both understand the rules. Listen to me at all times, take gloves at all times. You want to touch gloves? Touch gloves now, let's go.
Referee Ricky Sewell, the third man in the ring here at One Friday Fights 100. Yota Shigemori in the white, Ali Koyuncu in the red and black, and we are underway. One Friday Fights, the global search for rising world championship talent who can become future world champions. Koyuncu looking light on his feet, inside, beating up that lead leg. Shigemori looking very relaxed out there, pump faking some kicks, as Koyuncu comes right over the top with a big right hand.
You can see the difference in height here right off the bat. Shigemori gonna need to deal with this low kick first and establish a long attack of his own, whether it be the front kick, the jab, or some of those snappy middle kicks at long range that he is known for, Mitch.
Koyuncu in and out, movement already. Nice push kick, backs up Shigemori. Shigemori still trying to download information, goes up top, narrowly misses with the head kick. Very bladed stance coming from Koyuncu early on here, Brian. Ooh. Just a whirlwind coming forward. Wide-angled shots looking to get Shigemori out of there.
Koyuncu closing the gap there with massive punches. You talk about the bladed stance, that Taekwondo background. He's very nice and bouncy, allows him to get in and out fast, but it also makes him susceptible to a low kick from Shigemori if Shigemori decides to throw one.
Koyuncu catching the body kick, firing a shot down the middle, sweeping out the leg. Looking sharp early on as Shigemori goes inside with a leg kick to disrupt the balance of Koyuncu.
Yeah, Shigemori needing to establish a weapon here, something preferably at the longer range. Koyuncu so loose and light, evasive with the footwork, but when he gets into that mid-range, fully commits with his punches, especially those looping shots over the top, which are so effective against a taller fighter.
And Koyuncu is throwing a lot of different kicks at Shigemori early on. He's got a big Thai-style leg kick where he comes over, turns the hip, puts a lot of power into it. But then he's also got like a Liam Harrison-style leg kick where he just tries to focus on speed and comes right out of the chamber, right up the middle. Very diverse kicking strategy coming from Koyuncu early on.
He's mixing it up nicely. His rhythm is making Shigemori uncomfortable. Shigemori with the more traditional Muay Thai stance, Muay Thai rhythm here. Koyuncu doing a great job, though, of shaking it up and landing his big shots, getting respect early from Shigemori.
Double touch, switch kick right there for Koyuncu. Didn't quite land it, but got a response out of this jam-packed Lumpinee Stadium as Koyuncu looks to go to the air again. Taekwondo starting to shine through, Brian, here in this 3-round Muay Thai battle. I like that first round from Ali Koyuncu.
Yeah, Mitch, very dynamic and eclectic striking skill set from Koyuncu. Let's take another look here. Leaping in, 2 skips into that left hook, the right hand over the top. Here, though, punching the kick nicely and sweeping out the bottom leg. The two-touch, two-level roundhouse kick. Not landing, but certainly exciting the fans. Koyuncu starting off fast. The question is, well, I mean, it did. The shit didn't land there. You know, but the question is, can he keep that pace up for the rest of this fight? And can Shigemori establish a weapon? We saw him swing at an elbow as a counter, but he missed. He's got to find a range that he's comfortable at.
Shigemori looking a little bit busted up in that nose right there, courtesy of Koyuncu in that first round. This is the world's largest martial arts platform, and winning convincingly gives you the best opportunity to make your way into the world's largest stage of martial arts, one championship. Yota Shigemori out of Japan, looking to turn things around here in this second round, because right now, Ali Koyuncu is looking sharp as he runs right into a jab, though.
Yeah, nice jab there from Shigemori. Gonna need a lot more of those. Some front kicks, some long-range techniques to slow down the pressure, the onslaught from Koyuncu. Shigemori with a longer guard, but more busy with his footwork. The referee says he wants to see more action, though.
Yeah, I like that interrupting shot that he threw with the jab, because it's kind of like you're either going to see kicks on the outside from Koyuncu, or you're going to see this, right? This explosion in a fast hand combination, and then punctuating the combination with a kick. So Shigemori needs to figure out this timing and this beat that Koyuncu has here so far in the second round.
That's so right, Mitch. It's all about the rhythm. Really big right hand there from Koyuncu following up along the ropes. I think Shigemori would be well served to take this fight inside, get more into that clinching range where he can knee and elbow, but he's got to bridge the gap. He's got to get past the wild kicks and the hands, the power punching in that mid-range from Koyuncu.
That little beat, right? That little skip gets into the range. He's got to interrupt that shot. He's got to put something in the face as Koyuncu is starting to go forward, because he's got kind of a metronome sort of beat to his plan. And Shigemori needs to find a solution for this.
Koyuncu playing a little bit more of a counter-fight game here, feinting, blitzing, but once again, the rhythm, it's just really throwing Shigemori off, not able to establish his offense effectively.
Shigemori coming forward, looking to close that distance on Koyuncu out of Turkey, the multi-time Turkish national kickboxing and taekwondo champion, making his One Friday Fights debut on such a huge stage and really shining under these bright lights, Brian. Nice jab, though, from Shigemori, though.
Koyuncu leaping in on a 1-2 there, a spinning technique, but like you said, Shigemori finding the jab again. He needs more output, though. 30 seconds left. The kick is caught. Koyuncu unable to sweep there. Shigemori, 20 seconds to go, really needing to apply the pressure and score. Beautiful kick. And from the lead side from Shigemori.
See, at this distance, with the range and the size that Shigemori has, those jabs, those long-range push kicks that he did so well the first time we saw him, would be so effective right now as he looks to the stands, as the air ball floats by, and a big right there from Shigemori as he taunts Koyuncu there at the end. Nice statement there at the end of that round, Brian.
Mitch, I agree. Nice shot there at the end. Getting a little fancy creative, playing to the audience, but then landing a stiff right hand down the pipe. Here we see Koyuncu looking to close the gap with big techniques. Leaping strikes. Shigemori, though, weathering the storm, finding an elbow there. We saw him find some jabs. Towards the end of the round, a little more luck with that lead leg kick, and then finally the right hand. Here, another high kick. Shigemori leaning back, saying, you missed, playing to the audience, but Shigemori really needs to get serious here in this third round.
Do you think that was enough there at the end of that round to give Shigemori the round?
Oh, Mitch, you know I hate it when you put me on the spot. I would say probably not quite enough.
Third and final round. Established fighters and those young up-and-comers who want to earn a shot at the flagship one get started right here on One Friday Fights. You put together some massive wins and you find yourself on the same roster as the likes of Tawanchai, Rodtang, Lapel, and look at Ali Koyuncu going up top. Beautiful shot there on the high kick. from Koyuncu.
Koyuncu just so explosive and dynamic, taking the kick high there at close range. Beautiful technique. Shigemori looking to put him along the ropes, close the distance, but he needs to make something big happen this round, I have a feeling, Mitch.
Shigemori told us that he wanted to use the elbows inside that close range. So when he's there, he should let those go. The kicks, Ali's just got a little bit of a level and speed on it. He's just a little bit faster at that kicking range.
Shigemori there, dominant in the clinch, throwing Koyuncu to the ground, but he's gonna need more than that. He's gotta have a sense of urgency here to get inside. Throwing the kick, it's caught, but punching out of it effectively, continuing to pursue. He's got to keep the pressure off and move in vectors. Cut his opponent off, put him in the corner so he can get into that elbow range, because I think that's probably going to be the best weapon to select here for Shigemori.
Koyuncu on the outside getting backed up to the ropes as Shigemori tries to close that distance. Good job by Koyuncu to circle off. Runs right into a push kick, though. Shigemori with the fake there on the push kick, gets a retaliation, but good adjustment from Koyuncu to chop to the legs. As Shigemori looks to hunt.
I think Shigemori's got it hurt to the body a little bit here, Mitch. Koyuncu slowing down, caught along the ropes. Could have been the Mikazuki Geri or a front kick. Shigemori with an opportunity, but just 53 seconds left.
Ali Koyuncu sucking up some time, tying him up inside the clinch. He has slowed down. Ali Koyuncu is not fighting at that same pace that he was in 1 and 2. It could have been that body shot, Brian. Can Shigemori seize this opportunity? As he goes to that Mikazuki Geri yet again, keeps going to the front kick, keeps trying to tap that liver.
When you see someone with typically great output, you know, a lot of volume, just really slowing down, that is a telltale sign his body, at least was hurt. But Shigemori needing to do a little bit more here. 13 seconds left. You want to see him push and pressure elbow on the inside. Gets to Koyuncu there. A little bit of blood from under the right eye. Koyuncu looking for the spinning technique. Coming into the final seconds of the third round. Things getting interesting here, Mitch.
1, 2.
Koyuncu raising his hands. He clearly thinks that he's won. Yota, Shigemori, no doubt thinking that he did enough. The question is, who got it in the eyes of the judges?
Shigemori, good combination, but what a finish right there from Koyuncu. There's the elbow that he was talking about on the inside. Finally able to find that shot. Big right hand, wild punches, narrowly missing the mark for Koyuncu as they exchange in such close range battles. What a fun matchup between Ali Koyuncu and Yota Shigemori. Let's go to Dom Lau to get the official decision. What high-paced matchup that was, Brian.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of battle, we turn now to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges have scored this contest in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Ali Koyuncu.
Ali Koyuncu making good on his One Friday Fights debut. Spectacular victory, great implementation of his game plan, but Yota Shigemori was game and pushing it the entire match as he built up. What an exciting battle that